Hey everybody, David G here with DG's Daily Dose, and I am very, very stoked to be featuring today the one, the only Kevin Madison. Now, Kevin is someone who I've known for about 3 or 4 years. We just kind of kept in touch via Skype. I was working on a project that he was interested in about 3 or 4 years ago, and we've just kind of kept in touch. And I really didn't even know what Kevin was doing. I still don't know what you do exactly. All I know is you're rolling around in Rolls Royces and that you came up from being from living, in a real tough neighborhood, a gangster neighborhood where
Did.
people get shot on a regular basis, and every day you post amazingly inspiring content on your Facebook that just inspires me even on times when I'm kind of feeling like I could use a pick me up. And you're traveling off to Dubai. You have clients. I mean, you have goals with clients that are $100,000 a month, uh, a
Week.
week. Yes. So for somebody who came up from a gangster, uh, really tough neighborhood to somebody who's now generated $100,000 a week for clients, and you're upset when you miss it by $26,000. $26,000. I thought you were talking about a pair of $26,000 shorts,
I saw that,
because
man.
I wouldn't have been surprised with some of the things you've been up to. So tell me, what is it you do? I don't even know.
My man, I'm basically as definition would call it a strategic marketing consultant. But for me, it's fun. I don't even look at it as business. It's fun being able to go into companies or businesses or solopreneurs and say, hey, look, you're at $500,000 a year, you're at $1 million a year. This is how you get to 2 million, or this is how you get to 5 million. And I literally go in and I just create different leverage points that they have sitting right in front of them that they're just underutilizing. They're not utilizing to the fullest of their capability. And as a consultant, I'm just there to say, this is where you need to focus your attention. This is what you need to mitigate and get rid of. And let's really bring focus to the things that work absolutely well, that we can make superlatively well. And it's worked like magic, man, in every case, because I'm very, very meticulous on who I choose to work with because I like to set myself up to win. There have been some cases where companies have offered to pay me $25,000 in a month on a monthly retainer, but the task was too daunting in terms of where I felt my power would be. So I always tell people, I've turned down more money than I earned because some projects just they don't resonate with me, or the owners themselves, they're not someone I would like to engage in a deep relationship with. And for the most part, the money that I do turn down always is made to be a non-factor by the next project that comes along that I just fall head over heels with. I literally fall in love with the owners, or the project itself is enticing and exciting to where I can wake up to it every day and say, I'm engaged with this company or this business owner. And bro, it's turned into a dynamic consulting biz, man.
It's amazing. The other day I saw that you knew about LeBron coming back home
I did.
before
I did.
anyone else did, because you represent his real estate agent in Miami.
I do.
Who she
Miss
is
Tommy,
like. I mean, she Beyonce ain't got nothing on her.
I tell you what, Tommy. In fact, Tommy just texted me this morning and said, "Kevin, I need you to call me immediately because I have some investment opportunities I want to talk to you about." And because I told her I want some investment properties in Miami, but this is a woman who has sold palatial palaces in Miami to some of the most well-known hip hop artists, celebrities, and it just so happens that she's a good friend with LeBron's wife. And this was like probably 3 weeks ago before the announcement was made that she's like, well, I can't, I can't keep it to myself basically, but I'm telling you because I trust you as my marketing consultant. I consider you a friend, but LeBron's going back to Cleveland. I'm like, he's not going to leave Miami. He's not going to leave Bosch and Wade and the whole dynamic, you know, dream of a team that they're building down there. He's not going to. She was like, no, I'm selling their home. I'm like, are you serious? And she says, yeah, but confidentiality and and all the things that, make it private, please uphold that. And I said, no problem. And when I saw the actual announcement, I'm like, holy crap, she wasn't bull crapping. I mean, she's not a bull crapper, but the fact that that's so big, man, like that. I mean, we're talking about LeBron James, probably the most well-known basketball star in the league, and here it is, me as a marketing, so knowing about a major move that will change the trajectory of the entire NBA season. I was blown away, man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's yeah. I mean, I've been watching the breadcrumbs over the last year and a half, 2 years. You've been just like on this hockey stick trajectory, and but the powerful thing, as far I just got goosebumps because the thing that inspires me the most is that what I haven't seen as a hockey stick trajectory, what's been consistent the whole time, has been your attitude, love and light.
I
That's
appreciate that,
that's
bro.
your motto is love and light. And it's funny too because it's been powerful for me because I remember back in the day when you were still coming up and I would see all that stuff and it was just kind of like I don't know. I mean, I have to kind of admit, like, there was a part of me that was like, oh, there's another dreamer. You know what I mean? And
Right.
you're
I got
somebody that took one of the other daily doses of a word of wisdom that Adam Ticknor said was he said, mindset is more important than skill set, and you're living proof of that because you've just been living and breathing mindset. You know.
bro. I I don't think I can convey enough to people how critical it is to have this intact first before any journey, before any project, before any embarking on a vision, goal, whatever it may be. If this isn't right first, nothing, nothing comes to fruition. Nothing, nothing. And I know it sounds quite trite because in our line of work we hear entrepreneurs speak on mindset, so we're inundated with it. But we have to remember that there is what the community that we're in is almost like a bubble, man. We hear all the good stuff, we know all the good things that are coming down the pike with advents in technology and so forth. So guys like you and myself, we're used to it, but there's a whole world that exists, like the rest of the world, that doesn't know how critical and how pivotal that the moment you decide to change how you look at something, that something changes. It's almost like magic. We're all like magicians, man. The moment that we say, this is how I want this to be, that's how that thing has to be. That's just how I look at everything. 6 years ago, if you'd have told me that I would have clients that revere the work that I do and would call on me to say, hey, I would like to do $100,000 in a week. We heard about you doing it once. I want to do that as well. And then have another guy or a plastic surgeon reach out, and another one, to whereas I have at least 12 clients, prospective clients in the plastic cosmetic surgery space who have done everything that I've asked as far as filling out an assessment, going through the rigorous questionnaire that I put every client through. If you'd have asked me 6 years ago, would I have people willing to pay me the handsome fee to generate $100,000 in a week? I would have told you, I don't see that. I see that for guys that are well known in the marketing space, big gurus. But me, I wouldn't have believed it then. A shift in my mind after my experience of seeing my friend Amish Shah do extraordinary numbers in a day. Amish said something to me that he probably doesn't even know stuck with me. I said, bro, do you think, let me remember. Amish, do you think he was talking about a new project, and Amish said, and I said to him, do you think you'll hit 20,000 a month with this project? He was like, a month? He said, dude, I'll probably do that in a day or something like that, he said. And that little instance right there, well, I was like, hold on. I'm thinking way too small. These guys, there are people out here doing major figures, and here it is, I'm thinking so small and playing myself so short that I don't deserve those kind of figures. And when I started just looking at all the people that we know, like Mike Hill. I mean, your boy, how we met, talking about different means of income generation and obscene amounts of money, it started opening up my mind to the possibilities that, you know what, I put in the discipline and the practice and the study to be exactly where those guys are. And once I made that mental shift that I'm going to do it, bro, I haven't seen less than $100,000 a year in years. Like, I mean, that's like minimum. That's like candy money. Like now, I couldn't see if I made less than $100,000 in a year, I'm probably going to go into depression.
I can't imagine you going into depression. But and if you ever did, I'd get in a plane and come over and do whatever I had to do to get you out of that, snap you out of that. I've been practicing jujitsu, so I'd put you in a rear naked chokehold or something.
I tell you what, I don't want to see you then, bro, because you guys are dangerous, especially on that floor, man.
Yeah, actually, the floor is safer. The mats are safer.
Really?
Oh, you mean on the ground? You mean
on the ground, like when you guys do those chokeholds and stuff. Dude, that's my little new puppy, man. He's
your little pit bull?
Yeah, man.
But cool. Well, so I was about to ask you what's been one of your highlights of this day or this week, because there's days early there. So
this one,
yeah,
this little fella right here, him.
What's his name?
This is Prime. Prime is active and busy as all hell, man. Say hi to David, man.
Hey, Prime.
Say what's
up? So if you were to leave our viewers with one bit of insight, or because you already shared one just in the natural course of conversation, what would be another thing you'd share with viewers that?
I don't want to just say something just off the cusp that you would expect. I really want to give it some thought, man, and I would say this: learn how to be comfortable being different. Become comfortable with being that person who dreams, who has grand visions, who has lofty ideals. Be comfortable with being a person that thinks and dreams and envisions a different life for themselves. Ban conformity from your life. Ban it. Anytime someone engages me in conversation that speaks on the merits of being normal, of just hanging in there, of just getting by, all the trite things that we hear when we just speak to people in passing. Hey, how you doing? I'm hanging in there. Ban all of that type of thinking, that type of lexicon, that type of speaking. Ban it from your life. Ban conformity in all areas of your life. Only expect and cater to the things that warrant a higher life. Money, relationships, food you eat, the car you drive, the home you live in. Expect and work to be excellent in every area of your life, because at the end of the day, we're children of a king. And I've never seen a king whose children went begging for bread or who lived subpar. And we come from the Most High. And not to, bring religion or faith into it, but I am a believer. My faith is extremely important to me. And I do understand that as a child of a king, it is my responsibility as a child to be pleasing to my Father. And my Father who sits on high, who governs everything that we see, everything that we know of, that has ever been. It is up to me as a child of a king to be pleasing to my Father. And if we took that mindset, not to conform to the lowest or to the most average or to the less than potential that we can live up to in all areas of our life, leave it alone. I don't accept anything less than the best. Not in a pompous, arrogant manner, but in a manner that I'm deserving to have the best, to be an inspiration to people who feel that they don't deserve the best. And I'll be very candid with you, man. Having a $1 million consulting business, it's a great thing, but I got a lot of work to do, bro. I'm so far off from where I want to be. I feel that I owe it to the guys that come from the kind of neighborhoods that I come from, to see someone that's not selling weight, i.e. dope, that's not doing things that will compromise their freedoms, that aren't doing things that require a microphone in the studio or a football field or basketball court, but the way to use your gift of mind to get to the kind of life that you want. I want guys that came from the kind of place that I came from to see that and say, damn, that dude did it not by way of sports, not by way of entertainment, not by way of illegal things. He did it by way of using the gift of mind. And that only comes from the Most High, brother. So if I could say anything, ban conformity from your life and never, ever, ever subject yourself to being in a place that conformity and mediocrity and just average is okay. So I couldn't work for anyone.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. And that was very obviously not something just off the cuff, off the cuff, just off the cuff rather. Just you rocked it. Thank you so much. Promised you this would be quick. I'll let you get back to playing with Prime there.
Yeah, he's wagging his tail and jumping around, man. So play with him and do his little training session, and I'm done, my friend.
Cool. Thank you.
David, you're the bomb, brother. I appreciate you, man.
You too. I appreciate you too, Kevin.
You got
love and light.
Love and light, man.
Later.
Peace.
Bye-bye.